Yes, okay. So we were discussing the sharpness of resonance. Okay, so we have defined the resonance in series LR circuit. The reactance changes with frequency. We have seen that the XL increases with frequency and XC, which is the capacitive reactance, which decreases with frequency. So at certain frequency, say resonant frequency, the XL, that is inductive reactance and capacitive reactance, both becomes equal. They cancel each other's effect and the impedance of the circuit becomes minimum, and that minimum impedance will be equal to only resistance, because at resonance the reactance, inductive reactance and capacitive reactance, both cancel each other. So as the impedance of the circuit is minimum, the circuit draws maximum current. So circuit draws maximum current. So this is the case of resonance. So this we have discussed in the last lecture. So today we will discuss the sharpness of resonance. So the maximum current at resonance is I0 is equal to E0 by R. Okay, because R is the only resistance at resonance. So at resonance, I varies with R. So the at resonance, particularly at resonance, the current variation of current depends upon R, and that is shown like this. Okay. So for the minimum value of R, the resistance is shown by the blue line. Okay. So it is very sharp. Okay. The sharpness means uh, how rapidly the current changes at the resonant frequency, how rapidly current decreases beyond the resonant frequency, that is called the sharpness. So at R is equal to 0, the resonance curve is very sharp. If you increase further R, okay, resistance value, so the curve is shown by the red curve, and if further you increase the value of R, the current uh, will vary as shown as the black graph. Okay, so as if we have to get the sharpness in resonance, you have to reduce the resistance. So here we'll find the bandwidth and the Q factor. Q factor decides the sharpness of resonance. Okay, so at F1 and F2, F1 and F2 are the lower cutoff frequency, or say higher cutoff frequency. Okay, half power frequency you can say. Okay, so F1 is lower side of FR and F2 is higher side of FR. Okay, that is say F1 is less than FR is less than F2. Okay, so omega R plus or minus delta omega I dash is equal to I0 upon root 2 is equal to E0 upon R by root 2, because I0 is equal to E0 by R. So this is the graph where one can show the current versus frequency. Here I have taken the angular frequency omega on the x-axis. So the difference between that omega 2 and omega 1 is equal to 2 into delta omega. Because delta omega is the difference between omega r and omega 2 r, omega r and omega 1. Okay, so that is the total difference will be 2 of delta omega, and maximum current is shown as I0. So here I dash is equal to E0 upon Z. General expression is E0 upon under root of R square plus omega R plus or minus delta omega L minus 1 upon omega R plus or minus delta omega C whole square. Okay. So this is what we are talking about the at omega 1 and omega 2, or say at F1 and F2 the current is given as like this. Okay, So what is I dash? I dash is equal to E0 upon R root 2. Okay. So that is equal to E0 upon under root of R square plus omega R plus R minus delta omega L minus 1 upon omega R plus R minus delta omega C. Okay. Is that clear? I am audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Don't reply repeatedly. Okay. Then, if R under root 2 is equal to under root of R square. So here numerator is common. Numerator is same. Therefore, we can equate the denominators. That is R under root 2 is equal to under root of R2 plus omega R plus or minus delta omega L minus this much. Okay. Into whole square bracket. Okay. Then, so you just remember this step. So the step is like this. Okay. So this was the last step we have in the last slide. Okay. Now, if you continue with this, we square on both sides. Okay. That will give you 2R square is equal to R square plus omega R plus R minus delta omega L minus 1 upon omega R plus R minus delta omega C whole square. Okay. Then further, this 2R square and R square on uh, these are the this may be adjusted or say by solving this. Okay. So if you transfer R square from right hand side to left hand side, that becomes 2R square minus R square is equal to R square only. So that will be like this. The remaining expression will be as it is on the right hand side. Okay. Then further, what we can do? We can take the root. Okay. So if you remove the square term, okay. So then that will be equal to R plus R is equal to omega R delta omega L minus 1 upon omega C like this. So then now here, what will you do? You just solve the first bracket omega R L plus or minus delta omega L and a little change. Okay. So that is we have taken omega R common from the second bracket. Okay. So that will be omega RC is common now. So that will be 1 plus or minus delta omega upon omega R. So yesterday that plus or minus sign was not printed. I have corrected today. Is that okay? Then, yes. Then again, yes. So here, the steps are now repeated. Now here, what will you do? 1 plus or minus delta omega upon omega R is taken on the numerator with minus 1 as a subscript. Okay. So this will be by if you solve this by binomial theorem. Okay. तो बाइनोमियल थ्योरम में क्या होता है -1 comes to the plus or minus sign. Okay, as there is a plus or minus sign, there will be no change at all like this. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
any doubt? If you have any doubt, you may ask here.
सर उसको माइनस प्लस भी लिख सकते हैं ना, वैसे अगर माइनस सामने आया
हाँ
तो?
माइनस प्लस भी लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन मैंने उसको चेंज नहीं किया, उसको प्लस माइनस क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
यस सर।
है कि
यस
नहीं?
हाँ
माइनस
सर।
जब भी लिख सकते हैं तो प्लस और माइनस ही मैंने रख दिया है, तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता। ठीक है, तो अभी इसको हम सॉल्व करेंगे, अंदर लेंगे ओमेगा आरसी को, तो दैट विल बी लाइक दिस। नाउ वी नो दैट दिस ओमेगा आर एल है कि नहीं, एट रेजोनेंस ओमेगा आर एल इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन ओमेगा आर सी, देयरफॉर these two terms will cancel, these two terms, okay, these two terms will cancel. Okay, so then that will be equal to the remaining terms will be retained, and like this. So here, so R is equal to this much. Again, we have taken delta omega L common from the both equations. Okay. Then now the plus or minus sign has no importance. Okay. So if you continue with this, then that will be equal to this much. This 1 upon omega r square LC will be equal to 1 because omega r square is equal to 1 upon LC. We have seen in the derivation of resonant frequency, or say resonant frequency expression is given by omega r is equal to 1 upon under root LC. So therefore 1 upon omega r square into LC is equal to 1. So that is equal to 2 times omega delta omega L. Okay. Then the bandwidth is nothing but the 2 times delta omega L as shown in figure, previous figure. Okay. So that is equal to R by L. Then sharpness of resonance, Q value of resonance is given by, it is the ratio of resonant frequency upon bandwidth. So that is equal to omega R upon 2 times delta omega. Or you may write it like this, FR upon F2 minus F1. You can write like this also. Okay. So omega R upon 2 times delta omega. So that will be equal to, if you keep the values, then you will get the value as say 1 upon R under root of L by C. Okay. Or say the sharpness of resonance can also be defined as the potential drop across LRC. Okay. That is omega RL upon potential drop across R also. The value of the Q will be same, that is 1 upon R into under root of L by C. So this is what we have seen in the last lecture. So today we'll see the parallel resonance. So up till now we have seen the series resonance. Today we'll see the parallel resonance. Parallel resonance is where capacitor is in parallel combination with L. Okay. So in series resonance, these are in series. In parallel resonance, the capacitor and inductor, they are in parallel. Actually, resistance should also be parallel, but we are just discussing the practical circuit. This is called the tank circuit. Okay. So that is what we are going to see. So this is the circuit where we have to study the parallel resonance. So E is equal to E0, e to the power j omega t is the applied EMF. E0 is the peak value and omega t is the phase. Complex current through L is given by IL is equal to E upon R plus j omega L. So current is equal to EMF upon impedance. So impedance is R plus j omega L. This is through this branch. Okay. So current is passing through this branch. Now complex current through capacitor is given by IC is equal to E upon 1 upon j omega C, where j omega C is the reactance of the capacitor. Okay. So if you add both the currents, then the total current will be equal to IL plus IC. So that will be like this. Okay. Then 1 upon Z. 1 upon Z is called the new term, that is complex admittance. Admittance is the reciprocal of the impedance. Okay. So one has to introduce the new term, that is 1 upon Z is reciprocal of impedance is called the admittance. So it is a complex admittance is given by 1 upon R plus j omega L plus 1 upon j omega C is the complex admittance. So complex admittance is given by like this. So if you solve this, okay. So if you multiply and divide by R minus j omega L to the first term, then that will be, if you solve this, you will get the answer like this. Then you just go on solving to get the complex number. Okay. So this is what the complex number we are getting. So some complicated terms are there. If you solve this, you will get the same value. Okay, so if you take the magnitude of that admittance, so that will be like this. Okay, so this is the magnitude of admittance. And further, if you solve this, so admittance should be minimum when omega square bracket C R square plus omega L whole square minus L whole square is equal to 0. Okay, so at resonance we can say, so this must be equal to 0. Okay, so then if you solve this, you will get that. So Fr is equal to omega R is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root Lc minus 1 upon. So this is the case of frequency. The expression for the frequency in such circuit is same. That is 1 upon 2 pi under root 1 upon Lc minus R square upon Lc. So this is what? This is for admittance is equal to 0. Admittance 0 means Z is infinity. Z infinity means current 0. Okay. So at resonance, in the parallel resonance circuit, at resonance, say Fr, at resonance, the impedance becomes infinite. Because admittance is 0 means impedance becomes infinite, means the current is minimum at resonance. In series resonance, the current is maximum at resonance, impedance is minimum. But here in parallel resonance circuit, the current is minimum because impedance is maximum and admittance is 0. Okay, is that clear? So this is the case of parallel resonance circuit. Okay. So if you just go on writing the equations, it will be easy. Then in the next lecture, we'll see the power factor in AC circuit. So that will be our last topic. So after that, we'll discuss some numerical problems and go further. Okay.
सर एक डाउट पूछना था।
हाँ बोलो।
सर वो जो फेजर डायग्राम है ना सर, LR CR और LCR सर्किट के, तो वो आप एक
हाँ
बार एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए ना एक बार।